It's an NBA, even more than an NBA schedule at the beginning of the year. Playing last night, traveling home. We got back delayed because we got back late last night to get to campus to about 9:30. Had a shoot around this morning, and then the game tonight. So yesterday was a very emotional game in a lot of aspects, and I was really pleased with our guys that they came out, especially on the defensive end, with a lot of intensity, contesting shots. That team, averages 77 a game. And so we definitely wanted to try to take away their threes and defend them. It was great from a coaching standpoint to get to play a lot of guys tonight. Nick has been working hard in practice. He's gotten a lot better, as people saw tonight. And I was happy he got to get out there and show how much he's improved and where he's at. Alexis hasn't played in over a year in a game that counted. And so for him to get a lot of minutes and get some feel back is valuable. And Victor, he hasn't played in about 3 months, besides a couple games, no practices, no scrimmages or anything. And so, this was a great way for him to get a feel for the ball and a feel for running some of our offense. So, from a coaching standpoint, we got a lot out of tonight to get better as a team and for our players to be able to get better.
Nick, can you just talk about, when your number's called, you got to deliver and what it's like to get 32 minutes tonight?
Just blessed, thankful for the opportunity. Anytime you get a chance to play, you want to play as hard as you can, and just go out there and try to help the team as best I can.
It's frustrating on the 3-pointers?
A little bit. Got to get in the gym and keep working on that.
Jabril, what's it like when you see a guy like Nick push through in practice and then be able to get this opportunity to play here?
It's awesome for me, personally, because I know Nick for a long time. I played with him growing up, so I know how good he is and how good he can be and how hard he's worked to be this good. So when he gets his number called, I knew he'd be ready to go out there and perform like he did.
Jabril, the size advantage that you have on a team like this, does it just make sense to pound the ball inside and just go right at the basket?
Yeah, I would say so. Just taking advantage of the new rules that call a lot more fouls in there. So we should keep utilizing our size inside, try to get in the bonus early and knock some free throws down.
Is there an update on Skara and Darian?
Darian sprained his ankle, so he's rehabbing a few times a day, and he'll be a game time decision tomorrow, depending on how he's feeling. Hopefully we'll have David back for this weekend, but we're not for sure on that.
Derek?
When we're done here, Derek's going to come in here and we're going to talk to you guys about Derek after this is over.
Coach, with the scheduling you have this week, with all the injuries at the same time, how difficult was it tonight, given the fact that you have a limited number of players available playing 3 games in a row?
We're trying to still get better as a team, and again, we have a lot of guys that have been injured and haven't played, in some time, or other guys have been working hard, just haven't had a chance to get on the floor. And so during the course of the year, you never know when your number is going to get called. So for guys to get a feel and to get a rhythm playing again, is valuable for us for down the road. And I thought Jabril doesn't shoot as much in the first 3 games, and it was nice to see him be able to get some shots tonight and hit a 3 because he's been working on his 3-point shooting a lot.
Jabril, I think in this game you had 2, you had a couple earlier of mid-range jumpers. Just talk about that part of your game and how much you worked on that.
Something that I wasn't very good at coming into college, but Coach Drew, I call it Coach Drew shooting camp a lot because he just really transforms all of our jumpers and makes us great shooters, and it's just the continual work. He pushes us to get in the gym and to correct the little things on our jump shots. So I just wanted to show I've been working on that with his help.
You realize that you made your first 7 shots? Did you realize you hadn't missed yet?
I actually did not. I'm just worried about scoring against the other team. As a team, scoring against the other team.
Bryson, and Shane, you sit out tomorrow as well?
Yes.
Do you suspect the same kind of minute handling distribution tomorrow as well? I mean, I know that I don't know who they've played, but they've got a better record and everything. Do you expect that again? Same thing, Alec, Tavon, maybe sit, or will those guys sit out and Keith and Bashir play? Or
A lot will depend tomorrow how guys are feeling as far as injuries, tiredness. We'll be in our third game in 3 days, so a lot will depend on how guys are feeling tomorrow.
Since we haven't had a chance to talk to you, can you just comment on Micah a little bit, Bradford? How excited you are to have him?
Yeah, do you guys need these two anymore? Or are they
No.
good? They're good? Okay. Thanks, good job.
Thank you.
Let me do him real quick. Really excited about Micah. Micah, he's a player that we've been following for a while, and he's very gifted offensively. An excellent shooter. Can make a lot of plays on the offensive end, and so we're really excited for him to have a great senior year and be with us next year.
Do you anticipate filling in the 3 scholarship spots at some point?
Right now, in the early signing day,
Right.
Mike would be the only one that would sign.
Right.
But then, yes, hopefully, in the next few months in the spring, yes.
If, I don't know how much you can talk about this, but if a guy wants to transfer at semester, can he come in now and count toward next year, or is it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I guess, when did you start looking at Micah? How long have you guys been?
His junior year, we've been following him, for instance, early junior year, and then through, the summer, through the fall. So, we've been tracking him for a while.
Thank you.
Awesome. Want to come on up? So we got some sad news to share. We've been, Derek, sprained his ankle a couple weeks ago. We've been, seeing doctors, trying to get opinions, go down different routes, what's the best to do. And, for his career, I think is a big decision. Obviously, you want him to be healthy, to be at his best at his time at Valpo and beyond. And so he is torn 2 ligaments in his ankle, and he'll have surgery next week, which will be about a roughly 4-month recovery until he'll be back on the floor playing. So, he had a great preseason, was really playing well, played well in our exhibition game, and, though it's a setback for now, for his long-term future, and, hopefully for our programs, hopefully this ankle will be healed and he won't have an issue again, in his playing career.
Derek, how frustrating is it to even play in the exhibition game and get right up to the start of the season and then to have that snatched away from you there?
It's pretty frustrating for me, just going from last year, having to sit and watch games, and then being so excited to play with these guys, and especially these seniors this year, and to have that kind of, I wouldn't say taken away from me, but not getting the opportunity to play with the seniors and the rest of the guys is pretty frustrating, but it'll help me in the long run, I know that.
I guess just what do you ask for from him after the surgery? I mean, is it biggest cheerleader or something like that?
He's already great at that. He's really supportive of the guys, and he has a great mind for the game, and he's great with the team. For him, that stuff's already taken care of. For him, we'd like for him to obviously rehab the ankle and get it better than ever. And then I think it's a great opportunity to be in the weight room and put on some upper body strength. So he'll be working with our strength coach a lot as far, and then also obviously the therapist on his ankle to get that back.
I think you said early on when we found out about the injury that Derek, you had experience with spraining ankles. Have you ever torn ligaments in the ankle before?
I had torn the same ligament my sophomore year. It was a partial tear, so I had to go through surgery. But I've sprained them a lot, so I had experience with it. I've gone through rehab my sophomore year for it, and it felt good since then.
Where do you think you improved just in the short time that you were on campus so far? Where do you think you made the most strides in your game?
Consistency, I feel like I got a lot better. Like, I kept getting better as the time went on, and it was obviously, that's a big part of having the shield back. He pushed me every day and made me better offensively and defensively. Just having another big body and such a great defender to go against every day. So I feel he helped me with my consistency every day. I had to be at my top to play him.
how much does this stress, I guess, Jabril's role in making sure, and even with Shield, making sure that fouls are very key for those guys to stay out?
Yeah, you know, with Derek having surgery, obviously it makes us a lot thinner up front. So, you know, hopefully we don't have to, go down the road. Hopefully it'll just be those two. But they did that for the most part last year, also. And when we recruited Derek and getting him on campus, we're expecting really good things, with his ability, here at Valpo. And so, I already told him next year, don't plan on being a freshman when next year starts. We need you to play like an upperclassman. And he was developing so quickly. I think once he gets back on the floor, his development again will move very quickly.
Thank you.